Ever been told, wow, you look young, and thought, damn right I do? Cute. But let's get real. Your youth has little to do with overpriced serums and everything to do with how you live, think, and handle life. Some people age like fine wine, others like expired milk. Why? Because stress, negativity, and a dull mindset will wreck your face faster than junk food. Looking young is not luck. It's a spiritual power move, and today we're unlocking why you've got that glow, while others are out here looking like an old leather couch. Buckle up. Here's the twist. The ones who look the youngest, they're often old souls. Sounds backward, right? But old souls don't waste energy on petty nonsense. They've seen it all. So they don't stress over small stuff. And guess what? No stress equals no wrinkles. Meanwhile, the ones who age like a rotten banana, they're stuck in drama, drowning in negativity, and carrying emotional baggage heavier than an airport suitcase. You can't glow when you're full of garbage. Old souls also have a different pace. They don't rush through life, chasing empty goals. They observe, reflect, and move with intention. This calm, collected way of living isn't just great for your mental health, it literally keeps your body from burning out, less stress hormones, more balance. That's the secret weapon. And let's talk about perspective. When you see life as a long game, when you've detached from the meaningless rat race, you age like you've got a cheat code. People who let every little problem shake them, they wear their chaos. You, on the other hand, stay fresh because you're unbothered. And that's the kind of energy that keeps you looking like you found the fountain of youth. Some people walk through life like a sponge, absorbing stress, chaos, and bad vibes, and it shows. Others, they have an energy shield, a filter that blocks the nonsense. That's why they stay looking fresh. Your face reflects what you absorb. If you're constantly marinating in negativity, don't be surprised when you look like a worn-out sock. Want to keep that youthful glow? Protect your peace. Energy management is the real anti-aging secret. Think about it. Ever notice how the most miserable people look? Well, miserable? That's not a coincidence. Your thoughts, your emotions, even the company you keep, it all imprints itself on your body. The more you let negativity in, the more it settles into your skin, your posture, your entire aura. But if you build an energy shield, if you cut out toxic relationships, stop doom scrolling, and refuse to entertain drama, you give your mind and body space to breathe. And when your inner world is clear, it radiates outward. So ask yourself, what are you allowing into your energy field? Because whatever it is, it's showing up on your face. Empaths often look younger. Why? Because they release emotions instead of bottling them up. When you let go, you stay light. When you hold on, you sink. And sinking, people look old. But beware, unchecked empathy will age you fast. If you're carrying everyone's problems like a human dumpster, you're inviting stress into your body. Smart empaths filter out the trash and only absorb what fuels them. Compassion is a gift, if you learn how to use it. Being highly empathetic means you feel deeply, but there's a fine line between compassion and self-sacrifice. The trick is knowing when to help and when to step back. Otherwise, you're just a sponge for stress, and nothing ages you faster than that. The healthiest empaths aren't the ones who absorb everything. They're the ones who know when to let go. They set boundaries, protect their peace, and understand that carrying the world on their back doesn't make them stronger. It just makes them tired. And tired people, they don't look young. You ever notice how truly wise people have this ageless vibe? That's because wisdom is the ultimate anti-aging serum. Stress makes people old, and wisdom makes stress irrelevant. See the connection? Smart people don't waste energy on things they can't control. They don't let temporary problems dictate their long-term peace. Instead, they zoom out and see life as a series of lessons, not battles. Dumb people, they fight every battle, chase every argument and hold grudges like it's a full-time job. That's a fast track to looking old, bitter, and exhausted. So if you want to stay young, sharpen your mind. Learn, adapt, let go, and keep moving. That's the real glow up. Let's talk about kindness, because this isn't just about being a nice person. It's a power move for your youth. Seriously, when you're constantly holding onto anger, grudges, or judgment, it builds up stress. And guess what? Stress equals wrinkles. When you choose to let go, to forgive, to be compassionate, you literally release that tension. It's like a hidden anti-aging serum no one talks about. Kind people don't carry that weight, they're lighter. You know those people who just seem to radiate good vibes? That's pure energy, and it's contagious. Kindness keeps you connected to others, but more importantly, it keeps you connected to yourself. When you stop projecting negativity, it frees up your energy, your mind, and your soul to stay young. It's simple. The less you hold on to negativity, the more you let go, the more vibrant and fresh you feel. Have you noticed how the most positive, compassionate people tend to look younger than their peers? That's no accident. Kindness doesn't just make you feel good inside, it preserves your body. Want a glow up without spending a dime? Be kind. It's a total game changer for your body and soul. Adaptability is everything. If you're rigid and stuck in your ways, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're slowly dying, on the inside and outside. When life throws curveballs, you need to bend, adjust, and move with the flow. People who stay young don't just survive challenges, they embrace them. Think about it. The more you resist change, the more you stress. And stress, yeah, it speeds up aging faster than you can say anti-aging cream. But if you're adaptable, if you can pivot and flow with life instead of trying to fight it, you keep your mind and body young. Flexibility in thought, in spirit, in action. This is the key. Think about someone you know who's always freaking out over the small stuff, always stuck in the past or planning for the future like it's some kind of war zone. They're tight, they're tense, they're aging. But the adaptable ones, they're relaxed. They're ready for whatever life throws their way. All right, let's talk about the chosen ones. Not everyone is meant to stay young forever, but there are certain people who've got this vibe. They're like a walking source of light. Why? Because their life has meaning. These are the people who have a mission, a purpose that fuels them. They're not just living for the moment, they're living for something bigger. People with a strong sense of purpose don't worry about time. They don't stress about aging because they're too busy working on their legacy. They are in touch with something higher, something that keeps them young at heart. There's a spiritual energy that protects them from the wear and tear of life. It's like they've got a built-in shield against aging. When you live with intention, when you wake up every day with a sense of purpose, you align yourself with a higher frequency. And that frequency keeps you young, both mentally and physically. It's not about fighting age. It's about living in such a way that the passing of time doesn't even matter. You think these people age like everyone else? Nah. Their spirit stays strong, vibrant, and untouched by time. It's a secret no one's telling you, but I'm here to drop the truth. Purpose keeps you young. So if you don't have one, find it. Your youth depends on it. So you've heard the truth. Now, what are you going to do about it? You can sit there and keep doing what everyone else is doing. Aging badly, getting bogged down by negativity, and drowning in stress. Or you can start taking responsibility for your life, your energy, and your spirit. It's time to take control, be kinder, more adaptable, and above all, stay connected to your purpose. These aren't just tips. These are the secrets to staying young and vibrant. You don't need fancy creams or surgeries. You need an attitude adjustment, a mindset shift, and a commitment to being unbothered by the nonsense. Your future self will thank you, or you'll be the one regretting that you didn't make a move sooner. So I'll leave you with this. Are you going to be the one who ages gracefully, or are you going to be the one who fades into a mess of stress and negativity? The choice is yours. Time to act. Don't let it slip away.